You can't trust me completely. If you even try to look the other way, I think that I could kill this time. Rock, rock.
Hey gamers, Bullets here. In this video, we're going to talk about something a little different. So, I was watching a show about jail, and it made me think, I got some experience with that. So I could use that knowledge to help the next poor smuck that's on his way to jail. Now, I used to be an idiot back in the day, mind you, so that's not who I am today, but I've been there. Okay, first off, believe it or not, it's a lot easier to get locked up than you think. It's not only thieves, robbers, murderers, rapists, and whatever else in there. It's the little guys that got too drunk and got in an argument, or the kid who stole a sweater on his first offense out of poor judgment. You can get a felony for not telling the cop the entire truth of anything, as that's considered obstruction of justice, a class 4 felony. So, I made up a list of 10 things for you to remember just in case you ever end up in the backseat of a squad car on your way to jail for the first time. These 10 things are in order from the most important, from the least important to the most important, and not necessarily in the order that they will happen. So, number 10. If you want to stay out of conflicts, stay out of the card games and betting on sports events on the TV. I've seen more fights get started over something just stupid, over someone giving the other guy a dirty look, talking to him the wrong way, or getting pissed off over a game of spades than anything. And I've seen a few fights get started over betting your corn dogs on a UFC match and forgetting to pay up when lunch comes. Number 9. Courtesy flush and respect for the air. When you're taking a shit, flush it after every drop. Sounds like a waste of water, as it is. But you'd rather be wasting water than deal with a cell block full of pissed off dudes because they're smelling your shit. That sounds funny, but I'm 100% true on this. Remember, courtesy flush. And do not fart near someone's bed either. Being stuck in a cell, you have to smell each other all day. And that's a sure way to get into an argument that can escalate into a fist fight in no time. Number 8. Don't touch the TV without group consent. Ask the whole room if you can change the channel or not. Changing a channel on a cell block TV on your own is kind of like saying, yeah, I do what I want, fuck you guys. And they will all see it that way, I promise you. Number 7. Do not underestimate anyone, no matter how big, small, smart, or stupid they are or seem. I was in there with a guy whose phone cards were being stolen from him while he was sleeping, and instead of getting into fights about it, he paced the room pissed off, which we all thought he was just trying to go for show, trying to be like the crazy guy. No, he really was the crazy guy. 3 years later, the same guy is wanted for murder for shooting and killing a bartender in my town. Do not make the mistake of thinking that anybody is a pushover. Number 6. Everything, and I mean everything, is currency in jail. You don't have your wallet, bank cards, or cash, but you do have meals to trade, phone cards, hygiene products, and commissary products or purchases. You want 2 minutes on someone's phone card to talk to your girl? Trade your main entree on the next meal, or a pack of ramen noodles, but always pay up. Stiffing someone for a pack of ramen noodles in jail is like stealing $20 from them in real life. And be sure, it's definitely going to get you a fist fight, once again. Number 5. Wake up early and use the restroom before your court session. The CEOs generally will not accommodate you for restroom breaks in the middle of the courtroom. You will have to hold it, and that's the worst thing ever. Having to take a shit when you're already nervous in your orange jumpsuit or your striped jumpsuit, whichever color your county has, with everyone in the courtroom looking at you as is. So you definitely don't want to add a shit on top of that. It's very hard to deal with. I've done it. Number 4. The aisle between 2 bunks is known as the driveway. Because you have no privacy and no ownership in jail, your bunk is your home. Do not sit on a man's bunk without permission. Some people take this as a sign of great disrespect, and fights have been and always will be started over this minor infraction that seems stupid to you, but it's serious to the other guy. Even if you're having a good friendly conversation, always ask before you sit on the dude's bed. Do not talk about your case. Oh yeah, my bad. Number 3. Do not talk about your case. If you're fighting it, someone in the cell block will roll over on you to get their cases reduced or whatever. Also, do not talk about it over the phone. CEOs will listen to conversations, and you can be convicted by what you say in a phone conversation. Prime example. A guy was in for statutory and he swore up and down he was innocent and that it was just payback from a woman who was pissed off at him and she was using her daughter as a weapon. We all believed him. He seemed like a stand-up guy. We all thought, yeah, he's being framed. Turns out we were wrong. The COs heard his phone call, and he was then convicted just by what he said over that phone call. So he was convicted and sent to prison. Not that he didn't deserve it, but you get my point. Number 2, you can always fight a case long enough to get the charges reduced. Never accept the first deal that the district attorney gives you. He is not your friend. He is the guy who wants to lock you up. You can often get a felony reduced to a misdemeanor. If you are willing to sit in jail, just wait for the better deal. If you haven't posted bail already. A few extra weeks could save you a lifetime of troubles, because felonies, no matter how big or small, mean one thing: a felony. This will keep you from several jobs and strip you of many rights, such as owning a firearm to protect your family, even if your crime was non-violent. And finally, number 1, when you go to jail, it's unexpected. Always unexpected. If you can talk the officer into letting you write your phone numbers down from your cell phone onto your arm, as you cannot take anything in a cell block with you, except for what they give you, which is just a blanket, a roll-up bed, a sheet, pillow, the jumpsuit you will have on, hygiene products, and one anti-shank writing pen. By anti-shank, I mean small and flexible, so you can't stab anybody with it. You will most likely not have any numbers memorized, and probably not exact addresses either. So in order to get a hold of someone about your job, home, etc., you will need those phone numbers. Also, if you have cash on you, it will go on your books, and you can use it to order commissary such as snacks, envelopes, papers, or writing paper, stamps, cups, phone cards, decks of cards, mini board games, whatever. When you are released, you will get a check back for any cash you have left on your books. Last but not least, always remember, while your time on the inside seems like forever, it flies by for those outside. That's the worst part about going to jail. It's not the conditions, it's not the fights, it's not the whatever else. It's the boredom. It's the fact that the entire world around you continues to spin while you're stuck in concrete walls. Because of this, though, remember that just because your friends and family don't write as often as you would like, their days on the outside are going fast, and they're busy living life, taking care of things they need to take care of. They're working, they're taking care of kids, or doing this and that, and you are just staring at a TV. It's not that they don't care. It's that the time passes by a lot faster for them. But when you get out, they feel really bad for not writing. Trust me. I hope you never plan on going to jail. But if you ever do end up in such a predicament, I hope this little list of mine helped you get prepared for what's to come on the inside of those shitty fucking walls. Don't forget to favorite, rate, comment, and subscribe. This is your guy Bullets, signing off. Please don't go to jail.